3rd of September 2024. I am using the Surrealist Tarot today, which is a very unusual, strange, and somewhat peculiar deck, which is exactly why I am drawn to it and why I enjoy working with it. So let's give it a shuffle and let's see, where do we need to be paying our attention today? What is important and relevant for us to be focusing on? Where does our attention need to be in order to make this Tuesday the most amazing day ever? And the first card that we are drawing is the Nine of Swords, right? That's not fabulous. Nine of Swords is really not fabulous. Nine of Swords is the card of nightmares, of fears, of stresses and anxieties. It's the card of all the stuff in our mind that actually consume us, you know, in a way. So Nine of Swords, if you think about it, waking up in the middle of the night with all of your fears, or, you know, having had a nightmare, your anxiety, heart palpitations, all of that, that's the card of the Nine of Swords. So what is it saying to us? Basically, it's saying to us today that we can't suppress our stresses and anxieties. We can't ignore whatever it is that's eating away at us. Sometimes we actually need to stop and face the monster under the bed. Sometimes we actually need to acknowledge what it is that's causing us anxiety and stress, because when we face the monster under the bed, suddenly we realize there's no monster under the bed, and it's you know, kitty cat playing with a toy, something. Something. But it's about facing, it's about having that courage, it's about having that conviction, it's about finding the energy deep within your soul to actually to breathe and to stand up and face whatever it is that is causing. But in order to stand up and face whatever's causing the anxiety, you need to acknowledge for yourself, what is it that you're afraid of? And as much as we all feel the stress and anxiety every day in our day-to-day lives, you know, I mean, let's be honest, our stress and anxiety levels are at an all-time high. So as much as we feel the stress and the anxiety all the time, we don't often actually get to the root cause of what is triggering, causing, or creating that stress and anxiety. And this Nine of Swords today is basically saying, let's get to that point. Let's ask ourselves today, not in general, not in the bigger scheme of things. We're focusing just on today. So just for today, what is causing your stress and anxiety? What is it that you're afraid of? What is it that you are concerned about or worried about? Let's look at it. Let's face it. Because maybe when you acknowledge it for yourself, when you look at it there straight in the eye, when you look under the bed to see if you can find that monster, you may realize that actually what you were afraid of was just, you know, irrelevant, if I can call it that, and that it's never going to happen, it's never going to materialize, and actually you've got nothing to worry about. But when you don't face it, when you don't acknowledge it, it's almost like it just continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But when you look at it, suddenly you realize actually, you know, it's not so bad. Our second card we have is the King of Wands. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. So the King of Wands is an interesting card because he's in control of his actions and the actions of those around him. He is very much assertive. Like, assertive is definitely a word I would use to describe him. He is fearless. Okay, he doesn't let anxiety or stress or worry or anything get the better of him. He is constantly moving forward, and if there's something that worries him, he's like, well, let's just go in there, you know. If he hears a noise behind the bush, he's going through the bush. He's not concerned, he's not worried, he's not anxious. Why? Because he knows that he has all the things that he needs. He has all the stuff that he may need whenever he may need it to achieve whatever it is that he needs to achieve. He knows that he's resourceful. He knows that he's capable. He knows that he's, you know, got the confidence and all the rest of it. And he has slayed many demons. He has overcome many challenges. And, you know, when you do something the first time, the stress levels are here. Every time you do it thereafter, the stress levels lower a little bit, because suddenly your confidence is growing, your belief in yourself is growing, your ability to think that you can actually do this grows and grows and grows. And that's where our King of Wands is. He knows, I've done this 1,000 times, therefore I'm confident that I can do it again. We are not there because we're still living here. Okay, we're still experiencing the anxiety and the fear for the first time, whereas our King of Wands is like, oh, old hat, I do it every day, it's nothing, you know. We need to get there, and the only way that we're going to get there is about being strong, confident, assertive, and to actually have the courage, the confidence, the good spa to actually look under the bed and to face that monster, to realize that there isn't a monster there at all. Because then the next time you hear a noise under the bed, it's like, well, it's probably the same thing again. Look under the bed. Oh, look, I was right. There's nothing there. And then the confidence starts growing. So friends, today, on this fabulous Tuesday, the 3rd of September 2024, have the courage and the confidence to understand, to label, to identify one fear that you have and do something about it. Face it, look at it, overcome it. Just today, one thing. One, it doesn't have to be a big thing, it can be a small thing. One small thing. It might even be a small thing like checking your bank balance. But find what the thing that scares you the most, identify what it is. Identify one thing and do something about it. Overcome that fear today. Wishing you just the most amazing Tuesday, and until we connect again tomorrow, take care.